This is Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News on seconews.org. We're here with Interim City Manager Brad Davidson, representing the city of La Junta. Council chamber is a familiar place. We're often here live streaming for the meetings.
Yep.
And it's really cool to bring this around. I was talking about interviewing Rick Klein, sitting here about a half a dozen times. If you guys want to go real deep on our content, they can go through the About the Valley category. You can find those interviews with Rick Klein from years ago.
Yeah.
So it's always a promotion for Seco.
Oh, no, I got you. You do a great job, and we really appreciate all the information that you bring, not only to us, but all the Valley and all the viewers.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brad.
Hey, you bet.
Rock and roll, man. So you're a weekend?
Yeah, March 1st.
Okay.
So not quite a full week yet, but we're almost there.
At the end of the day, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, as of tomorrow. But,
what do you want to say about your experience?
You know what? First of all, thank you for coming and taking some time to do this. The honor that I have and the privilege that I have to get to do this has been a huge step in my career.
Right.
I am still, being able to still be the fire chief as well. So I want to thank council for giving me that opportunity of not just having to give everything up, because I'm still a fire chief.
So. Yay for small towns.
That's exactly
and
right.
And the ability to wear those multiple hats.
Yeah, and I've got a great crew on the fire side too that stepped up. I've got a great deputy chief that he's really taken on some extra roles to kind of take some load off of me so I can pick up some other things. So huge kudos to that group too. But like I said, the city council, I want to say thank you to of letting me have an opportunity to kind of help keep things afloat. That's what I've been kind of using as the term, keep it afloat and keep the ship going in the right direction.
I have certainly felt that way before in my career.
Yeah, so it's been good. I've got a lot of support from all the supervisors, and I, of course, couldn't do it without them and all the other team members of the city.
Yeah, with you being already a leadership role on the team for the city, that kind of, you've already got the inside track for who to talk to, where to go for things,
right,
and how to facilitate.
Well, and when I explained things to council was, our goals, we're not going to make any big changes. We need to keep moving forward, stay focused, do our job. That's what we're basically here to do every day, and not just at the top level, but from the bottom up and the top down. It's just that, and then communicate. We want to keep everything in budget, keep the budget working as it is this year. The big push with the 1% sales tax, to help kind of get us back to where we need to be, and then we can really start hitting some programs down the road. And then communication, customer service. Man, customer service, that's right. That's what I want, man. I'm in that in the fire service. We believe in customer service is a big thing, and if we can carry that over and continue that, I think we can only get stronger.
Yeah, keeping the conversations open while you're doing it interim.
Yeah.
So the city has hired a company to do the seeking.
Yep. The council announced the other night that they're close to getting a contract signed, and then that company will be doing the recruiting,
right?
And advertising and everything, and that's kind of a norm across the nation. Instead of just keeping it local, that's a lot of work for our place. But to have a company do it, they can reach out nationally, and there's always people looking on those sites.
Right. So I tell you, I talk to a lot of my clients, and I ask them right up front, what are the issues that you're having with your business? And 9 times out of 10, people say it's help wanted.
Right.
We have a hard time getting qualified help, finding it here in the Valley. We have a hard time, and once the higher the tier the job, the more difficult it is to find someone, particularly if they're going to relocate here.
Right. Well, and we've been spoiled, if you want to say it, of having a city manager for 27 years, and then even before that, the previous city managers were all hired within and stuff. So this is a whole new process that not only the council has to tackle, but us as a town needs to be prepared that it's not going to happen overnight. Right. We just got to be patient. We want to make sure that we pick the right applicant.
Exactly.
And if it takes a little longer for that, then it takes a little longer.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to have the position available, open long enough to get qualified applications, so that we have a good running chance of getting the right hire. because what business owners tell me is the wrong hire does more damage than not hiring.
Right.
And oftentimes.
Right.
And this is not one of those simple cog in the machine positions we're
No.
talking about. We're talking about the leadership for the city.
Right. And you want to make sure it's the right fit, who they have the right focus, or maybe the same focus as what the city council would like to see.
Yep.
And maybe what's right for the town and for our citizens.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that it's going to take a little time.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm asking everybody, and what I've been kind of telling everybody, is we just got to be patient.
Yep.
Because the right person will come at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be able to make that transition nice and smooth.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I sure appreciate that you've stepped up to do this, Brad.
Well, thank you. Like I said, it's been a big adventure, but
Exactly.
it's going to be a good adventure.
Yeah.
I think getting some new eyes on things, getting some new team concept things. Like I said, we're going to keep things going in the right direction. We don't want the ship to get crooked. We want to keep it going down the canal. And man, if we can do that and then make that transition smooth, like I said earlier, I think we're going to be set up for success.
I think so too. I certainly appreciate that you guys are keeping the communications open with me, so I can keep it open with our audience. So that way we're going to keep this dialogue open and flowing, and folks are going to know what's going on with their leadership here at Junta.
Right. And day-to-day operations around here, nothing's changed.
Right.
Things are still going just as normal. My office, I did not change offices.
Right. I knew where to find you.
I'm still in the fire chief office, so you will still see me kind of out and about at times. But I'll be juggling more meetings and other priorities that I need to get done first. But I couldn't do it without, like I said, not only the support of the council, but also my support of my crew down on the fire side.
Awesome.
And also I gotta give this one out, my home. My family at home, that's my biggest supporter, and Amy and them keep me balanced and and keep me in check. So that's always number one right there. That's always right there. So
well, very good. Thank you, Brad. Do you feel like is there anything that you want to add?
The seasons are starting to come up, so we're going to start seeing a lot more work around the parks. We got that great trail
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the trails.
Transitioning to all the stuff I want to talk about.
Yeah, the trail's good. I just want people to remember that be patient. There's still some work that needs to be done.
Absolutely.
So there's going to be some crews over there working around the brick and tile park, along the trail here and there. Remember, no motorized vehicles are allowed on the trail. But again, all the parks are going to be going. I know we've got baseball game in town this weekend, so you're going to start seeing a lot more things starting to grow. Watering, they're going to be watering things, getting things greened up and ready for the spring. Here soon, our pool will be opened up.
Yep, that's.
I've been
I'm
talking
looking forward to some stuff that's going on behind the scenes there.
I've been talking to Brock, and he's excited to get the pool. Try to get it up and running 100% this year. That's our goal.
We're going to have some announcements on what's going on
Sure.
on opening day for the swimming
Yeah,
pool.
and that's going to be good. So there's a lot of projects that are going to be happening. I just want everybody to be patient and just realize that we know things need to be worked on, and we're trying to prioritize. And as we all know, in government, things don't happen overnight.
Right.
But please be patient, and we're going to get to things.
And you guys aren't making like you said, you aren't planning on making major changes.
Right.
And the old adage of I don't know if it's an adage or a colloquialism, that a camel is a horse designed by committee.
I've heard that a few times.
If your committee's not cohesively working together, it's really hard to come up with a camel that works.
Right.
When you're shooting for a horse.
Yeah.
So-
and with the team of supervisors that we have running their own departments, I did have a meeting with them on Monday to kind of just, throw out some goals and some expectations of not only me, but what they want from me.
Right. How are you going to fill the shoes?
Yeah. How can we work together? And, the team concept is the big thing. And, once we get that kind of into motion a little more and tighten up on things, boy, I think it's going to be good.
I think so too.
Yeah. So just keep your eyes open. Like I said, things are going to start popping up around town. parks getting greener, you know, people out and about, weather's changing a little bit. So hey,
Exactly.
we got some good things coming.
Yeah, spring is coming to southeast Colorado.
That's right.
Thank you for steering the ship.
We'll keep steering it as straight as possible.
All right, awesome. We'll do the on
All right,
fist
buddy.
bump.
There
How
we
about
go.
that?
There we go.
Bam.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brad.
Hey, thank you for your time, and thanks for coming down and allowing to make this happen.
Yeah, and we're going to keep the dialogue open.
Yep.
Because we're dedicated to the people of southeast Colorado.
You bet. You
For
bet.
Brad Davidson, the city of La Junta, from La Junta City Council Chambers, I'm Adrian Hart with your Southeast Colorado News.